With its promise of presenting 7 centuries worth of key conflicts in Westeros and suiting them in a fairly innovative coat of armor, Game of Thrones Genesis would appear to offer a uniquely rewarding RTS experience for fans of George R.R. Martin's Song of Ice and Fire series or its HBO adaptation. But does this ambitious title sit easily on its throne, or does it leave fans waiting for a usurper?
What is it you want? A future ally?
Despite drawing from what may be the richest lore in contemporary fantasy, Genesis treats its subject matter with about as much reverence as Martin himself treats fan fiction. The campaign technically lets you hobnob with legends from Westerosi history, but the story itself largely rests on unsatisfying morsels of typo-ridden lore scattered throughout each mission. If you're looking for new insights into Martin's world, look elsewhere. Genesis is bland enough that even the most hardcore fans will find themselves ditching the slow campaign for skirmish-style house versus house or multiplayer modes early on, both of which let you use all available units without having to wait for the campaign to parcel them out.
I am somewhat surprised.
The gameplay itself is as complex and full of treachery as any Martin plot, but it suffers from sluggish pacing, repetition, and outdated visual backdrops. There's not even much fighting. Military units take a backseat here to lowly envoys who spend much of the game capturing nodes in the form of castles and towns. At the same time, your enemies are busy sending their own envoys and securing secret alliances as well, in addition to units such as spies, married nobles, bastards, and assassins that transform each match into a dizzying muddle of rock, paper, scissors dynamics. If war does come, it's usually a tedious, chaotic affair with an occasional dragon for dramatic effect. In most cases, you won't even have to fight since most matches emphasize gaining prestige points over military victories.
Hear ye! Peace is over! War has been declared!
Genesis thus toys with a promising twist on the real-time strategy formula, but its shortcomings nevertheless manage to repel both audiences it seeks to attract. Martin's fans will balk at its spiritless practice of labeling key landmarks as nothing more than feudal homes, and veterans of real-time strategy games will curse its awkward interface and the absence of hotkeys. Even if you're a Martin diehard who daydreams of pillaging castles with Aegon the Conqueror, you'll be better off waiting a few months for this disappointment to plummet in price. After all, if you're a true fan of Martin's work, you're probably used to waiting already.